This is Carthing, a smart player by Spotify that makes listening to your favorite music, podcast, and any other entertainment easier than ever before in your car. In this video, I'll be going over what comes in the box, setting it up, giving a quick demo, and going over all the features, and finally discussing who it's for and if it's worth purchasing. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jerry, and I'm a full-time software engineer based in Phoenix, Arizona, and on the side, I enjoy creating videos on lifestyle and tech. We actually just passed 400 subscribers here on the channel, but my goal is to hit 500 by the end of the year. If you do enjoy watching this video and like the content and the quality, hitting that subscribe and like button would be greatly appreciated and help me out a ton. Also, hope you like the shirt that I'm wearing, especially the Spider-Man here. I just watched Spider-Man No Way Home yesterday and it was awesome. Highly recommend it. Go and see it. Let's start off with what comes in the box. There are several items. The Carthing device itself, which comes in around 5 by 2.5 inches with a 4-inch display. There are several buttons and a dial, which we'll talk about later. And on the top left, there is a small rubber tag with Spotify's logo. There's also a 12-volt USB car adapter to power the device, a braided USB-C to USB-A cable with adhesive cable organizers, a couple of different mounting options, which include a CD mount, vent mount, and lastly, an adhesive dash mount. And all of them can be connected to this magnetic puck that sticks to the back of the Carthing. It's a pretty strong magnet, which prevents Carthing from moving around while being interacted with. It does have a slight angle to it and can also rotate around on each mount, so depending on which one you prefer, you can always have the optimal viewing angle. Lastly, there are a couple manuals to help you get set up. Previously, if you wanted to get your hands on one of these, you would have to wait on a waitlist on Spotify's website, which how I got mine, but now it's available to order only in the US, unfortunately. I'll have the link to where you can get one for yourself in the description. To use Carthing, you'll need 3 things: a Spotify premium subscription, a smartphone to connect to via Bluetooth, and lastly, 12 volts of power. In my case, I'll be using my iPhone 12 mini, which handles the connection to Spotify and the audio output. Keep in mind, Carthing is just the interface that controls the music and cannot be used as a standalone device. After powering on Carthing and connecting to your phone, now connect your phone to your car speakers how I usually do it, whether that's through Bluetooth or an aux cable, and you're ready to go. Let's head to my car so I can give you a quick demo and showcase all of its features. Carthing is really easy to set up. So I've got the mount here. I'm using the CD mount, which I found the most convenient. So all I do is wedge the CD mount into the CD player. I slap on the Carthing onto the magnetic puck. And I really like this as I can take on and off the Carthing pretty easily. And this is great for hiding it if I'm not in my car. All that's left to do is to plug it in to the 12-volt adapter into my car. Now that I've got the Spotify Carthing powered on, I'm brought to the home screen. From here, I can either navigate by 2 ways, either using the touchscreen by swiping and tapping, or using the dial by turning it and pressing into it. So I'll use the dial as I find it most convenient, especially when driving. So let's go to my library and go to my liked songs. And now that we're brought to the browse menu, this menu comes up when you click into playlist, album, or a podcast folder. And I'm going to scroll down and find a Stream Beat song by Harris Heller. I find I can either tap or press the dial. And here we're brought to the now playing screen, and at the bottom it shows Spotify's media controls. Turning the dial here instead of navigating will adjust the volume of the music. And scrubbing the track can be done by tapping the progress bar and dragging it around to your desired time. Or from here, instead of dragging, you can also use the dial and turn it. If I want to go back to the previous screens, Spotify Carthing has a back button and it's located below the dial. So if I press it once on the now playing screen, I'm brought back to the playlist that I was in previously. And from here, if I press it again, I'm in my library. And if I press it again, one more time, I'm back to the home menu. And from the home menu, I can quickly go back to the now playing screen by simply pressing the back button one more time. Let's now move on to my favorite feature of CarThing, and that's the voice control. Just like the Amazon Echo or the Google Nest, Spotify CarThing has its own wake command, and that's, "Hey Spotify." Here are a few examples of what the voice control is capable of. "Hey Spotify, show me Quinn 92 albums." "Show me Trash Taste Podcast." "Play White Lie by Stream Beats by Harris Heller." "Hey Spotify, like this song."
The song saved.
"Hey Spotify, pause music." Another cool feature that I love is being able to set presets for albums, playlists, or podcasts. And this is done by saving them to these 4 buttons at the top of the CarThing. So to save a preset, I have to play a song within a playlist or a certain album. So I'll do one right now. "Hey Spotify, show me albums by The Neighborhood." Alright, so I'll go into this album, and I'll go to one of my favorite songs by The Neighborhood, "Stargazing." I'll start playing it. And now to save this album as one of my presets, I'll hold one of the preset buttons. So I'll do the first one for now. Another nice feature that they've included was the ability to connect to multiple phones. If I press the button above the dial, it brings up additional settings, but if you go to the phone connection menu, we can see my phone connected and a button to add a new phone. If you fall in either of these 2 categories, I believe CarThing is a worthwhile purchase for you. If you use navigation and listen to music on Spotify at the same time in the car regularly, and if you lack or have an outdated infotainment system. Having a separate designated interface for Spotify will prevent you from switching back and forth from navigation back to Spotify, which can be tedious and not to mention dangerous while driving. Having way more control over your music in the car is also really nice. Even though I have a pretty good infotainment system in my Hyundai Sonata, I can only do simple things like play, pause, and skip. Aside from all the positive things about Spotify's CarThing, there are 2 cons that I found. The first one is not being able to add songs to your queue. I tried swiping left on a song, which is a gesture that you can do on mobile devices, but that didn't work. I also tried adding a song to the queue using voice control, but that also didn't work. Hopefully Spotify adds this feature later down the road, hopefully soon, because I know for me personally and for many others, adding to the queue is an absolute necessity. The second con is pretty minor and it has to do with the touchscreen display. When swiping around the menus, I noticed a bit of lag, and it didn't feel as snappy as, let's say, an iPhone screen. Again, this isn't too big of an issue, it works just fine, but you'd think for such a new product, especially in 2021, they would have better software or hardware on this. With the combination of its touchscreen, buttons, and voice control feature, Spotify CarThing gives convenience, control, and additional safety when listening to music while driving. It's easy to set up, the controls are intuitive, and the voice control feature will help you keep your eyes on the road. If you fell into one of the 2 categories I mentioned earlier, or you just like buying cool tech, this is definitely a worthwhile purchase. So that's it for my overview of the Spotify CarThing. If you made it this far and have enjoyed watching, give this video a thumbs up, that really helps me out. And if you want to see more tech videos like this one and support the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm Jerry, and I'll see you next time.